welcome to the Mo and Chloe show. Today you actually have Monet and Chloe in the same shot. Let's just take a moment. Now, you may be wondering, who is this girl, or who is this girl? And we are the Beatty sisters. We have a YouTube channel together and we love telling our stories. We love traveling. We love to dance. We just love sharing our experiences with you all. And finally, hopefully Chloe will be a little bit more active. She's been, consumed with TikTok, and I think some of her TikTok people are here. And so we're all one big family, and we're gonna be together. Yes.
I've been busy. I've been doing stuff, making money moves.
Yeah, she's a whole engineer for the transportation department. So, and Chloe's also full-time summer school student. She's been having to do other things, but I think she might be here to stay. We don't know.
I'm here to stay, and I'm also working on a hairline that's going to be coming out soon.
Stay tuned. Monet and Chloe are here to stay, and you will be seeing our faces together much more, and that's the point. But I will be leaving. Chloe's going to be telling you all what you need to know about your hair. She's been doing so much research. I mean, she is a Wake Forest student, so like this is like prime time. This is like really great information. So you all stay tuned. I'm gonna head out because got some Netflix I want to watch.
Like Monet said and gave me a great introduction, I'm going to talk about all you need to know about your hair. I'm going to make you understand your hair a little bit better so that we can what? Make it grow. Yes. So as she said before, I've done lots and lots of research about hair and what exactly you need to know about your hair. So let's start with what is hair. So let's define what is hair. I'm going to break it down into 3 major categories, starting with your first, which is the most important in my opinion, is your hair porosity. Then second is going to be your hair texture, and then lastly, what everybody worries about is hair type. But again, I put it from most important to least important, and I'll get to why very soon. So I'm going to start with least to greatest, starting with your hair type. I know everyone's always worried about saying, oh, I have this hair type, I have this curl pattern, and this is what I can and can't do with my hair. But honestly, it's a little bit deeper than just your curl pattern. Like currently I have a twist out. I honestly can't pinpoint one hair type that defines my hair. And I think that aligns with a lot of different people because it's just not about your hair type. Knowing your hair type is good for styling your hair, but it's not good for growing your hair. You know, hair type just explains the shrinkage of your hair. It doesn't explain the makeup of your hair, the characteristics of your hair, if that makes sense. So yes, hair type does deal with the maintenance. So if I want to hair my hair in this type of style, can I do that based off my hair type? That might be when it applies, but honestly, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's go into your texture. The texture of your hair can be put into 3 categories, I guess you could say. It's fine, coarse, and medium. I like to say fine and coarse. The medium's a little bit, it's hard to visualize a medium type of hair texture, if that makes sense. It's usually fine or coarse, and it really just talks about the thickness of your hair. So with texture, you want to understand your texture because you want to understand what type of products you can use on a daily basis. If you have fine hair and if you use these really heavy butters, which a lot of people in the curl community say, yes, use this heavy, this nice thick, junky thickness on your hair, but honestly that's going to weigh down your fine hair. It's not going to help it. It's going to weigh it down. It's going to lose some of that curl, and it's just not going to be good. It's going to just really thin out your hair even more if you use those products. So using a little bit of looser products or mixing those heavy creams with a little bit of water is going to help with that. Also, if you have coarser hair, you can get away with those really thick butters. It can help hold it a little bit better. So in talking about fine and coarse hair, I want to give you a good example. So my hair is kind of fine, and I'm going to show you it in comparison to my dad's very coarse hair.
Okay, so I have labeled this. On the left you see my strand of hair, and on the right you see my dad's side. As you can see, it's visibly darker than the other. So my piece of hair is a lot thinner and not as dark as, say, my dad's piece of hair. So close up, you can visually see the difference between the hair pieces. So my dad's hair is on the right side, and as you can see, it is a lot darker and thicker than what my hair is. My hair is actually kind of a brown color, but that's not affecting the fact that it's visibly thicker strand than my hair.
So now I'm going to talk about porosity, kind of going off that aspect of heavy versus kind of watered down creams and what you need. So your hair porosity is going to tell you how well your hair can get moisture and hold it in. So you have different levels of hair porosity. You have low, high, and medium / normal. But honestly, who is normal in this world? I don't know. I don't know anybody that has normal hair porosity. If you do, you should comment that and tell me how your life is. But anyway, hair porosity is going to tell you how to grow your hair. It's going to tell you what your hair needs, what it wants to make it grow and happy. And I'm going to tell you how to find out your porosity. So going back to those 2 strands that I had, my dad's strand, which is really tight. Oh, I think I lost mine. Found it. I'm going to put my strand in this water and my dad's strand in this water. And let's see what's happening. As you can see, my dad's hair is really repelling. It's not going down. It's like almost saying like, hey, I don't want to sink. So it honestly didn't take too long for my hair to float to the bottom of this little cup. But on the other hand, and my dad's hair on the other side is stuck at the top. That junk's not moving. It's not going nowhere. It said, no, I'm not sinking today. So let's explain what the difference is. So mine, I have a high porosity. My dad has a low porosity. So what this means is, I'm going to start with my porosity. When your hair sinks to the very, very bottom, like so, that means that your hair follicles are very open. That means water can come in, moisture can come in, and it can go right out. Like me in a lecture. It goes one ear, out the other. It goes over my head. You know, I'm playing. But anyway, I'm just trying to get the point that it goes through one side and out the other. And this isn't ideal, but we can make it ideal. We can use things like protein to help us close and lock in that moisture. Protein like, where's my stuff? A banana? Like an avocado? Protein like shea butters and heavy, nice, thick butters. Rice. And those products are going to help you so much. These products right here are going to nourish, give you everything you need in life to make sure your hair strives and thrives and holds in that moisture that it needs for that high porosity hair in which it falls to the bottom. If it falls to the bottom, use that heavy stuff. Use it, because your hair is going to need it. If you want your hair to grow, it's going to need a little bit more. It's going to need a lot more to help it close, help it stay on the top, or float in the center. So your hair can be moisturized and happy. And now let's talk about this low porosity hair. That is, it's like, y'all, like, it said no. I'm not letting nothing penetrate me. I'm immaculate. You can't destroy me. You can't get inside me. That hold that high porosity has is very important, but getting it to open is almost really hard. But there are ways to open it. There are ways to get moisture in, and then once they close, that moisture is going to stay in for a very long time. A lot of people with high porosity don't understand exactly what they need to do to make sure it's moisturized. Sometimes low porosity hair can seem dry and brittle, and when people add protein to it, it's just like caking up on top of it and going to make it really ductile and really like want to break, because you're just adding such strong stuff and it's just going to make it more brittle. But you want to make sure when you add protein that those follicles are open inside your hair so that it's actually getting in and not just laying on top. Let's think about how we open those hair follicles for that low porosity. We are going to want to use heat. I don't know what's happening. Yes, I said heat. Yeah, you're going to add some to your natural hair, you're going to add some heat to it. I say use something like this, in which it's like a bag. It's like a blow dryer. But if you add stuff like a plastic cap to it, and you add maybe a tea and a thin oil like tea tree and some glycerin, your pores are going to open right up, and that stuff right there is going to slip right on into those hair follicles, and it's going to close. And wait, the best part about low porosity hair is it's going to stay. You don't need to do a lot to your hair. Unlike high porosity hair, you got to keep making sure that you add protein to it so that it stays closed and it holds its moisture. But low porosity hair, it's going to hold that moisture. Just making sure you don't use that thick butters, because imagine it being like when you add heat to it, it opens up a little bit. But if you just try to mash a whole bunch of heavy stuff into it and mush to it, it's not going to get in there. Maybe like a little bit's going to get in there, and then it's going to clog it. And we don't want the clog. We want stuff that has good slip. Stuff that's just going to slide right into those hair follicles, and then when they close up, it's going to stay. So adding warm water to your hair or adding a little bit of heat to it, and I'm not saying flat iron your hair, I'm not saying blow dry your hair, I'm saying add a little bit heat and a cap so that that hair can open up. And yes, as much as we run away from water, we need that water, especially you all. So if you have a condition that you really love, just add a little bit of water to it. Just water it down a little bit. Use clusters. Use really water-based products so that it can slip right in. Don't use those heavy butter. Okay, and now if you're like, yo, that was a lot to take in, I really still don't know what she's talking about, and you want to just be safe and just have products that are just gonna fit with your hair no matter what hair type, what texture, what, you know, whatever, then I'd say use an aloe vera. Oh my god, be careful guys. Use an aloe vera. Hello, yes, calling for moisture and definition for all hair types. Yeah, use this. Use a flaxseed gel. I'm going to do more videos on how to make lots of different types of flaxseed gels because I honestly really like making them and it's honestly satisfying. So using flaxseed gel as a leave-in conditioner or really just anything, it's all you need in your hair. Slick it, define it, twist it out, anything. Use this gel. You cannot see what this is. This is a blue butterfly pea flower, and I don't necessarily drink this. There's a lot of different stuff, but I do put it in my hair, and it's low-key dyeing. So if you are a person who has blonde hair and you're looking to dye your hair blue, this possibly could dye your hair blue. But it's a good tea to do a tea rinse if you need. Also, matcha tea, whatever porosity you have, this is also very good for your hair as a tea rinse. And I'm going to be doing more DIY tea rinses. All my products are going to have these products in it, and they're just all really promote hair growth. And I'm going to give you really detailed directions. If you comment stuff that you want me to do, if you have heat damage or anything like that and you want to see some more videos about that, or know products that I'm going to be offering that help towards that, just comment it, you know. I'm here to help. I want to help people. I didn't do this research just for myself and just to keep it to myself. There's so much stuff out there about hair, and there's so many different aspects of your hair that I think is way more important than just your texture. Texture is very important, and I know a lot of people struggle with different textures. I have maybe 4 different textures in my family in general. I have 4 different hair types in my family. Everybody has different hair in my family, and I know and understand a lot of different struggles that people with curly hair face. And I'm here from my experience, from my family members' experience, to help as many people as I can. Even if you have straight hair, I can help. I can help you. I'm gonna help you. So yeah, subscribe, follow, like, and comment, and turn that ringer on so you can know when I'm talking to you.